Michael Dell, thank you very much for taking a second to speak to Bloomberg TV here on the sidelines of Davos. One of the topics everyone's talking about, of course, is the European debt crisis. From your perspective, do you think the worst is over?
You know, I think in terms of the IT industry, which is what we really focus on, productivity is still very much in demand. Certainly there are plenty of challenges in Europe and in the US to work through, but to stay competitive, businesses, industries need to have the latest tools. And that's why our earnings per share have grown 60% over the past year. We've got record cash flow, strong operating income, and feel very good about our strategy to continue to grow earnings even in a somewhat challenging environment.
We had a survey out this morning showing that investors were more confident on the U.S. than any other developed market. What's your reaction to that? Do you agree with that?
I think the U.S. feels pretty good. I'll tell you, our small and medium business sector in Europe is doing pretty well. And we're seeing some healthy signs there. I think with the right products and services, companies can grow even in challenging times.
And how concerned are you about China? How hard do you think the slowdown is going to be? Are you really concerned about a hard landing right now?
There's been some slowing in China, but overall, slowing there is still quite a bit faster growth than you see in the rest of the world. So our business in Asia, China continues on a pretty healthy track, and I think there's a lot of room to grow there. Certainly there are some macro concerns about how they go through their various changes, but overall we're still feeling quite positive. I was over there 2 weeks ago and very encouraged by what I saw.
All right, and what did you catch any of the State of the Union last night? What did you think of it, and what do you think Obama's chances are for re-election?
I didn't see that. I just got here this morning, so I was sleeping while it was happening, and I'll have to catch up on it.
Okay, fine. Last question. So I've seen you at the conference before. What do you do at the conference? Do you get a lot of business done? Are you making deals, or why do you come out?
Well, we do a lot of business, a lot of meetings. Certainly, it's a great opportunity to catch up with a large number of business and political leaders from around the world. It's also interesting listening to the sessions and catching the mood and feeling of things here in Europe.
All right, but you do feel like you do actually close a lot of deals while you're in Davos?
I think some. I'd say it's more continuing to stay close to our important customers and relationship partners around the world.
All right, and maybe one last question. We've been talking a little bit about how the image of the Davos man has been tarnished in the past couple of years. People have less confidence in financing than ever before. What's your reaction to that? Do you think that the Davos man is what that was?
I think there are a lot of people questioning capitalism these days. Certainly, if you look at the alternatives, they haven't worked out too well. So I think demonizing success is not the answer. Certainly, there have been some abuses. When I look in the broad brushstrokes, the jobs that have been created, the opportunities that have been created in the world have really come from the opportunities in capitalism. I sort of go back to the information technology sector, and I look at the challenges in the world today in energy and healthcare, and medicine, any field of science. How does the world progress and stay productive? I think information technology is going to play a very key role, and that's why we feel our company is very well positioned.
All right, thank you very much for your time. Really